doing today the Bhagavad Gita for women. What we had done was up to chapter 3, verse 39. So today we are doing a very, very important verse, that is from 40 to 43. Just a small recap of what it is, what we had done last time. What Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna is, you are so much bothered about the body. The body is just a vessel. Body is like an aircraft, body is like a ship, body is like a bottle. Once you reach your destination, the ship is of no use. Neither is the aircraft of use. You are not going to keep that aircraft in your pocket and roam around the city if you go traveling to some place. Now let us say if you are going to New York and you have flown from your destination to New York, you are not going to pocket that aircraft and roam around in the city. Please understand, this is not what is important. The aircraft has its own job. You will get off where it is due and you will take your journey forward. You may take a cab, you may take whatever. Those are only vessels. Those are only vehicles. Similarly, like the bottle of water. Once you drink water from the water bottle, do you keep the bottle? You just chuck it, isn't it? It's a plastic bottle. What are you going to do with it? It's of no use. Similarly, the body. The body is a vessel, it's a container. And because it's a container, it is taking you, that is you is the self, from one place to the other. It is just making you live in this world. After the container goes, it's of no use. The container is of no use to you. You are going to continue with your journey, just like you continue with your journey in New York, or the water that came out of the bottle. So it's like that. So we have understood this much. And the desire that you have of your bodies, like I want to drink this, I want to eat that, I want to go here, I want to get married, I want to have children, I want to grow like this, I want to make money, I want to build a house, I want cars. These are desires. Where are the desires going to take you? Ask yourself this question. These desires are petty. See, when you were a kid, you wanted to become a big person. When you became a teenager, you were having dreams of, all those Mills and Boone type of stories. You were thinking, oh my God, I want to do this and I want to do that. When you came to the college level, you thought that you can become an IAS officer, or you want to become a great person in this life. You want to be a CEO of a company, or maybe some of you want to be a beauty queen. Something like that was there in your life. So you had aspirations. By the time you come to 30 and you are already married, what are your aspirations? Do you want to become a beauty queen? Do you want to even become a CEO of a company? Or do you want to even have a night in, you understand, the dark night and all that kind of things? You are least bothered about it. Why? Now you are bothered about your food. You are bothered about your house. You are bothered about your husband. You are bothered about the money. You are bothered about every petty thing in life. You look at your body and you say, oh, what is this body? It's useless. Correct? That is what it is. So the things change. So desires keep on destroying themselves. Every minute the desire comes, it goes away. It comes, it goes away. It comes, it goes away. Think like this. You have a desire in the morning to eat something nice in the breakfast. You eat maybe a dosa or something like that. Then in the afternoon you are thinking, oh, I will have a biryani. Got the point? Now you are not interested in the dosa. You are interested in biryani. After afternoon, then the evening comes and then you are thinking, maybe I should have something else. So you understand, all these desires keep on coming and going. They are useless. So this is what Krishna is telling Arjuna. So today's satsang we will start now from verse 40 onwards. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse 40. The senses, the mind and the intellect are declared to be its seat, covering the knowledge. Through this, it, that is the desire, deludes the embodied soul. How does a desire arise in a human being? See, let us say you are staying in a society. You are staying in a big society. There are hundreds of flats around you. You are now, maybe your husband is working in some IT company, or maybe you are working in some IT company. Your colleague or your neighbor has bought a fancy car. She's just gone out and got a fancy car for herself. Now the immediate thought process comes, why is she having such a fancy car? Oh, she bought a very big car, you know. And then you really wonder, if she can buy a car, why can I not buy a car? Okay, now she has bought for herself a car which is like worth 30, 35 lakhs or 40 lakh rupees. Now you say, I want to buy better than her. How did the desire come up? The desire came up because you saw that thing. You heard the person say. So the senses connect to that world. When you go to a restaurant, there are nice smells wafting in the air. Now you want to eat something over there. You go to the kitchen, and in the kitchen you can smell the bhajiyas and all those, bondas and all that. Don't you feel like, yeah, I want to eat it? These are the senses working. So the senses are telling you, you should have this desire. Eat that stuff. Drink that stuff. If there is a bottle of liquor lying over there, it's a very old, maybe 20, 30-year-old vintage kind of a thing, or maybe 40-year-old, and you want to drink it. You will think of an occasion, oh, I've got my anniversary coming. I will drink for that. Don't you have that kind of a desire? You have a desire that you want to visit some place. Oh, in the month of January, you know what? This time I want to go to Japan. I want to see this world over there. That particular season where all the bloom is there. You want to do that. Think on those lines. Every human being has a desire. And now this desire has come in the mind. Got it or no? If there is it's a married couple, they have now been living for 3, 4, 5 years. Now they are like, DINK couple. That is, DINK means double income, no kids. There are couples in this world who are double income, no kids. So both husband and wife are working and they have no kids. The whole world is pointing fingers at them. Their parents are saying, both their parents, that means one in-laws and one parent, these people are saying, why are they not having kids? Why are they not having kids? Why are they not having kids? Oh, you should have a child. You should have this. You should have that. They keep on pressurizing. The world around keeps on telling you, you got to have kids. You got to have kids. You got to have kids. I hope you understand. And it builds up a pressure in you. Yes, I got to have kids. Yes, I got to have kids. That is called a desire. This desire arises in you. And because this desire arises in you, all due to different circumstances. One is by hearing, one is by seeing, one is by smelling, one is by tasting, one is by touching. These are the senses. And then the mind says so. The mind says, yes, I got to have that. It will increase my status. I got to have a big car. I want to have a big house. I want a 3,500 square feet house. I want to live in a tower. Today's day and age, everybody wants to live in all those edifices that are built around the city. 50-story building, 100-story building. They want to live in that. On this Friday evening, I am going for this party. Saturday, I am going to do this. That is what happens. The mind says you got to have children. The mind says that your children has to go to good schools. Your mind says, I got to give better education. I want to do this. I want to do that. So the mind says so. And the intellect now interprets it in a different way. The interpretation of the intellect is, I don't want to send my children to some ordinary school. I don't want to send them to a public school. I don't want to send them to a local school. I want to send them to an international school. Have you noticed all these film stars, actors, actresses, politicians and all, they send their children abroad for studies. Why? Is education in India bad? No. But that is the status you have to achieve. So your intellect says so. So the intellect interprets everything in its own way. And it says to you, I have to get this. And let us say you are working in an organization. Your intellect says to you, you have to perform better and better. You got to grow in this life. You have to beat that other person. Show them that you are much better than them. Got it? Your idea is to grow better and better and better. You want to stay in a society where everybody looks up to you. They will say, oh, she is the one who is looking after this Bangalore airport and this thing and all the roads over there, and she's in this committee and that committee. And you understand what I'm saying? Your intellect says so. This is all baser intellect. The baser intellect is like that. Many years ago, in the city of Calcutta, in the city of Mumbai, in Bangalore and various other places, there were committees formed to create the metro network, the metro rail network. Does anybody remember who they are, those people? Not a single person is remembered. My great-grandfather and my grandfather was responsible for creating the those who live in Mumbai will understand this very well. There is a Bandra Kurla complex. Bandra Kurla complex. My forefathers were responsible. They, along with Morarji Desai, who was the chief minister of Mumbai state, was responsible for creating what is called as the Land's End, where the Taj Hotel and others are there. He created that reclamation over there, where Ambani's hospital is there. Lilavati hospital is there. And then where Bal Thackeray used to stay, that is called Kalanagar. My great-grandfather was the one who gave them the permission. Now, you ask anybody in Mumbai, you can ask even Bal Thackeray's sons or any other person in Land's End, or whoever is running the hotel over there or hospitals over there. Do you know who this person is? Nobody remembers. So your intellect will say, oh, I did this for them. Who gives a damn? Nobody cares. So even if my great forefathers were responsible for creating reclamation land in Bandra, nobody cares. They don't even know my great-grandfather who he is. I hope you get the point. So this intellect, knowledge is covered. Nobody understands. So these desires that are there, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. You yourself think about it. Many years ago you had so many desires. Today where are they? Fuss, they are gone. You might have dreamt of beautiful things. It's all gone. Your mind, whatever you have thought of, it's all gone. Nobody cares. You might have thought of yourself becoming some great sheikh in this world. Nobody cares. I'm sure some of you remember the commissioner of police in Delhi. The lady was there. Then she became the chief minister or governor, God knows what, of Pondicherry. Does anybody even remember that? Nobody remembers. Kiran Bedi is her name. Now you may say, yes, there was a great woman. That is it. Does the person over there, the current chief minister or whoever it is he even interested? No. Similarly, in Mumbai, where I used to stay, there was Vasantrao Chavan, Vasantdada Patil, Shankar Rao Chavan, Antule. These are politicians from the past, great people. Does anybody remember? Nobody remembers. Now there was a Prime Minister of India, Charan Singh. There was another Prime Minister, H.D. Devagowda. Then there were presidents like Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. If I ask today's day and age any young boy over there, do you know who is Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad? He will look at me blankly and say, I don't know, sir. What are you talking about? All the desires that you may have no value. So have understanding about this. So what is Krishna saying in verse 41? Therefore, Arjuna, you must first control your senses. Kill these evil things which obstruct jnana. That is the knowledge of the absolute or the Nirgun Brahma. And with jnana, which is the knowledge of the Sakar Brahma or the manifest divinity. Now these are two separate things I have to explain to you. Okay. Now first, you have to know what is Nirgun. Gun, attributes. Now attributes. Now one of the attributes, I have dark skin. Skin is dark. Brown eyes, white hair. These are my attributes. You can describe me like that, correct? You understand what I am saying? Person wearing glasses. So tomorrow people can identify with these qualities that are there. Whatever these attributes that are there. Now, a male, a female, can it be identified? Yes, of course. So many inches, so many feet tall, 5 feet, 10 inches tall or something like that. Can you say those words? Yes. These are called attributes. Now, the one God who can be attributed means, if I ask anybody over here, what does Krishna look like? You know what your answer is going to be? He is dark skinned. He is a tall person. He stands with his legs crossed. He has got one flute. He's got one mukut. He's got one, peacock feather in it. He has got beautiful eyes. These are the attributes you are going to say about Krishna. Shivji, how does Shivji look like? Oh, he is serene. He is sitting in the mountains, in the Himalayas. He sits with his legs crossed and there is a snake around his neck. His neck is blue in color. He's got the jatas and on the jatas there is a moon. And there you can see the Ganga river is flowing. You got what I'm saying? You can identify Shiva by these qualities. Say, he looks like this. But can I mistake him for Sri Krishna? No. Sri Krishna is Sri Krishna. Shivji is Shivji. Brahmaji is Brahmaji. Everybody can be identified differently because of the qualities, because of the attributes. So they are called Sagun. Sagun. With gunas. With attributes. So there is a God with attributes. And then there is a God which Swami Vivekananda and all the people in this world who do not have a God to look at, they believe in him. You understand? God without attributes. How does he look like? I don't know. How does the Father in heaven look like? I don't know. How does Allah look like? I don't know. How does Brahma look like? I don't know. Is he tall? Is he short? Is he fair? Is he dark? Why am I saying he? Can it be a she? Can Nirgun Brahma be a she? Well, if I say she, then it is a quality. So I can't have the quality. Please understand this. And now I hope you have got this clear. Nirgun, without attributes, without any qualities to describe it. We don't know whether he's tall, short, he, she, it, they, don't know. Whether there is a nose, whether there are eyes, whether there are ears, I don't know. Does he have horns? I don't know. How does he look like? No idea. So Nirgun Brahma. So we have a God without form, shape and those kind of things. That is called Nirgun Brahma. Even he doesn't have a name. See, when I say Krishna, immediately a picture comes to your mind. If I say Shiva, a picture comes to your mind. Okay? If I say Donald Trump, a picture comes to your mind, doesn't it? Narendra Modi. Yes. So every person's picture comes in front of you. But I say Nirgun, without qualities. What picture comes in front of you? Nothing. So he says there are two types of knowledge. Two types of knowledge. One is called Jnana. This is this divine knowledge. Divine knowledge. So one is divine knowledge called Jnana, which is the knowledge of Nirgun Brahma. So there are Vijnanis and there are Jnanis. Two types of people. So Jnanis are those who have an idea about what we call as Nirgun Brahma. You see, there are people like Swami Vivekananda. There is Ramana Maharshi. There is Nisargadatta Maharaj. These kind of people believe in the Nirgun Brahma. Then there are people like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, Madhvacharya. You got the point? They are the believers in a form. Tukaram Maharaj, Eknath Maharaj. Then there are people like say Mirabai. They have a belief in a God with form. Mirabai believed in a God with form. That is Sri Krishna. And that is called Vidnyani. Vidnyana. Okay? So these are the two things. So now I have explained this to you. Therefore, Arjuna, first control your senses and kill the evil things that obstruct Jnana and Vijnana. So where Krishna is telling Arjuna, these desires of yours are not allowing you to go near Jnana or Vijnana. You see, if you are lying in bed and thinking about what this one did, what that one did, who is this person, what is that person, why did this happen to me? Let us say you are a sick person. And you are dwelling in that thought. Oh, this one did that to me, that one did that to me. Why is this one like this? You see, every human being is thinking. If you have a problem with your husband, you keep on thinking, why is he doing like this to me? You got the point? These thought processes are never going to take you near God. So what is Sri Krishna saying? You have to first control your senses. You don't have to wander around. You see a person and you get upset and angry. You think about a person, you get upset and angry. For what reason? You know, there is this lady, she went to an Airbnb. Okay, she had paid all the money. And when she went to this farmhouse where she was supposed to stay, there was a very tiny poster put up by somebody about Donald Trump and his vice president. The moment she saw that small poster, it was somewhere on the farm, she got so angry with it, she immediately left from there. Give me my money back. I don't want to come to this place. What is that poster doing to her? Nothing. You see, in your life, maybe you have a problem with your teacher, maybe you have a problem with your boss, but in your regular life, where is the boss doing anything to you? In the past, somebody had done something to you, My father, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my great-grandfather, my father, all these kind of people. Somebody had done something to you. They might not have given you the property. They might not have respected you. They might have called you, yeah, come here, like that kind of a thing. They must have spoken very ill and rudely about you. But that happened 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Are you still holding it in your brains, in your mind? Is that person in front of you just now? No. So why are you holding on to that person? Why is the memory still there? And that is going to make you angry. That is going to make you upset. That is going to create a lot of turmoil in your body. So what is Sri Krishna saying? Control your senses. You don't have to keep on wandering all over the place. You understand all this, how this works? You are seeing a book, and in the book there is a love letter inside, written by some idiot in your life. You open that, Sir, that letter got written 100 years ago. Why are you still bothered about it? I hope you get the point. Now you must be a grandmother, or you might be a mother having 2 children or something like that. Why are you dwelling in that 20-year-old or 16-year-old love life of yours? Who gives a damn to that person? That person must already be looking like a jungly or somebody like that, I'm sure, He doesn't look like Hrithik Roshan all the time. Nobody looks like Tom Cruise all the time. Got the point or no? They must have become fat, old and ugly looking. You are still carrying memory of somebody who doesn't look like that. So that is why. So, jnana and vijnana are affected. So that is the reason why you have to control the senses properly. And kill the evil things. Don't get into that, mind of yours. This did that one did like that one did like that one. No. You are going away from God. Jnana and vijnana. Got it? Verse 42. The senses are said to be greater than the body. Greater than the senses is the mind. Greater than the mind is the intellect. And what is greater than the intellect is he, the self. So here he is giving an idea. The worst in the life is your body. Body is a container. Now you are buying a bottle of, say, milk. Okay? That bottle of milk is lying in a gutter. Maybe it's lying in mud. Can you wash it? Is the milk affected inside? No. So only that little contamination is there that we can remove. Got it? If the bottle is, let us say, made of plastic, there is a dent in the bottle, but it is not broken. Will you take it? Yeah. Nothing has happened to the thing inside. So we say the body is lower than the one inside of you. We don't give so much of credibility or credence to that body. The senses, they are the worst in the lot. The senses are the one which are troubling you. Let us say you put one patti on top of your eyes, you close your eyes. Can you see good or bad in the world? No, you can't. Can you see outside the window? No, because your eyes are closed. So when you shut down your senses, your body will not understand. Suppose you are deaf. I can say you are an idiot. You won't hear it. I can say you are a good person. Nobody is going to hear it. You are a deaf person. How are you going to hear it? If you don't have taste on your tongue, how do you know that rose milk is good? You don't know. Whether it is sweet or whether it is sour, how do you know? Don't know. So I can give you poop also to eat, or even biryani to eat, if your eyes, ears and your mouth doesn't have any taste. What are you going to say? You won't even know. I hope you get the point. So the senses have zero value. And then the mind. Some of you know how these mad people are, crazy people are. Those who don't have brains. Or some of you have seen autistic children or those who are affected. So what happens to them? their mind is not working at all. Have you noticed it? They don't have a mind. You can give them even salty stuff or sweet stuff or whatever. They don't understand. But are they eating? Yeah. What difference does it make to them? Somebody misbehaves with them also, they don't know. Somebody talks to them nicely also, they don't know. So mind is something which you have to overcome. That is what he says. Overcoming the mind. And beyond that is the intellect. You have to overcome the intellect. Alright? The intellect is a very, very interesting thing. It is all the knowledge, it has all the memories, it has everything in it. You may win a Nobel Prize. Okay? Who gives a damn if you won a Nobel Prize? Do you even remember in the year 1985 who won the Nobel Prize? 1986 who won the Nobel Prize? In the year 2000 who won the Nobel Prize? Does anybody remember? We don't even remember. Okay? Now does anybody remember Mendelevian or even all those singers and dancers and mathematicians and all? Does anybody give a damn? Nobody gives a damn. Your own family members may be some great sheikh in this world. You give a damn to them? Nobody gives a damn. So what is the point in this material worldly intellect that you may have? So a farmer can live properly without even having an intellect. He doesn't know Tesla, he doesn't know Elon Musk, he doesn't know Donald Trump, he doesn't know Narendra Modi, he doesn't know anything. He goes to his field, works full day, he eats, drinks, sleeps, has children, has a family, that's it. Does he even bother? There is a war going on in Israel and all those places. Does he bother? So understand one thing. This intellect is not taking you anywhere. So what is Sri Krishna saying? Go beyond the intellect. And when you go beyond the intellect, that is the self. So overcome your body, senses, mind, intellect. And beyond all this, that is an attribute of the body. Attribute of the body. When you go beyond, you meet the real you. You don't have to keep on thinking, what is happening, what is happening, what is happening. Nothing is happening. What is going to happen? What is the worst that can happen to you? You will die. That's it. So, thus Arjuna, knowing the self which is higher than the intellect and subduing the mind by reason, kill the enemy in the form of desire, and it is hard to overcome. So, the root cause of all this is called desire. If you want to know the real self, who you truly are, you don't have to have desires. Kill the desires. No, I want to eat this only. No need. Absolutely no need to eat something. People can live without eating also. If you do that upvas or fasting, anything happens to you, you get more hungry. Okay, that's a different thing. But otherwise, who gives a damn? Now what you ate last year at this point in time, does anybody remember? No, it went in through one place and went out through the other place. Everything is finished and gone. Nobody cares. Okay, and that is the reason why don't give so much of importance to all this material worldly stuff. So give up these desires. What is the ultimate desire that you got to have? Nirgun and Sagun Brahma. I want to know the Nirgun Brahma and I want to know the Sagun God also. Sagun means God with form. How many of you would like to meet Krishna in reality? Think about it. You would like to meet Shivji. Sitting over there, he is doing his meditation. I would like to meet him. But would you like to meet, say, Narendra Modi? Yeah, once maybe. But after that, I don't want to. You want to meet Hrithik Roshan or Tom Cruise? Yes, of course. After that, no. If I want to meet Krishna, I am not interested in all these things. So subdue your mind and the reasons and please kill all those desires. The only desire is to see God. Only desire is to see the divine. So overcome your mind senses, intellect, body and everything. Cut all those desires, destroy all those desires, and then you will meet Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna himself is telling Arjuna this secret. If you want to meet the real me, not this person standing in front of you, real me, then you don't have to bother with your mind, body. This body of yours is of no use. This mind is also of no use. These senses are of no use. Give up the desire. And then you will be able to meet me. And then you can be one with me. So we have come to the end of verse 43. Knowing the self is important. We will be doing about the self in the future chapters also. What we have learnt in these 4 verses is to give up all the desires. The punchline is this: I may have a desire to become the richest man in the world, but my destiny says that I have to be a very simple human being earning few thousand rupees. That is my destiny. I may have a desire, no use. I may desire to marry the most beautiful woman in the world or the most handsome man. No. My destiny says I have to marry that person who is next to me. The person may be no comparison to all this. That is how it works. So the punchline is this: it is the destiny and God's will that works. Your desires are of no use. So this is what you got to remember. So why not know God so that you can work with Him on whatever that is needed? Got it? So we have come to the end of this satsang. We will stop over here. We will start a new chapter next week.